Good afternoon. It's the 28th of May 2019. I'm Dr. Kemi Olunloyo in Nigeria. Tomorrow is the day we call Democracy Day or whatever it is, the day they swear people in. Okay, May 29th. We have to remember one thing. Okay, the time right now is 5 p.m. in Nigeria. I am going to be 55 in a couple of months. The same person that ruled this country when I was 19, when I was 50 and now 55 is going to be sworn in tomorrow, President Buhari. A lot of you are complaining about things going on in the country. We told you not to recycle leaders. We told you not to vote for President Buhari back in. We told you to vote a new face, but no, you didn't. You wanted the next level. Where are we now? The EFCC is out on a rampage, arresting people left and right every single day, and I'm sick and fed up. Okay? The people eating from the EFCC and the people eating from the government are all behind this, and I'm not scared of anybody. Anybody that disturbs my peace will be dealt with mercilessly. I am not playing. I lived in the United States for 30 years, and I know what I mean by protecting myself. After I was sent to prison 6 months, 3 times, by a prostitute who wanted to be jealous against another person, and then they put my name in their dirt. Let me warn you, everybody. If you have a phone, if you have a computer, okay, if you have friends, watch your movements. Stay in your house. If you have to go out with your friends, leave your devices at home, because they're using every excuse possible to arrest young people. I'm going to rise, but I'm not going to rise yet. I'm going to the international media and I'm going to the United Nations, because rights have been trampled upon. Amnesty International, Amnesty Nigeria, United Nations, UNESCO, name it, I'm going there. Enough is enough. I have 3 children who are youth, but they're not Nigerians. But I'm concerned about those of you who are Nigerians. Today, a school of Yahoo fraud. The EFCC should be ashamed of themselves. There is no such thing as a school of Yahoo fraud. I have been bombarded all day with all kinds of emails, messages, everything. I am very ill. I'm going through trauma. If you have never experienced post-traumatic stress disorder or post-traumatic trauma, don't walk in my shoes, because you never know what I went through. I am getting very annoyed. And I'm getting very, very red. Don't disturb my peace. Our country is going down. We're going to another democracy tomorrow. Throughout this last 4 years, every single APC chieftain had a big wedding for their daughters or their sons. Name it, they all had a wedding. Was it your money? Was it their money? Was it state's money? Was it federal money? What do we remember the APC government for in the last 4 years? That's what I remember them for. Lavish weddings, parties, everything. Events. People are suffering. President Buhari, tomorrow, you're going to lead Nigeria into the 21st year of this constitution that doesn't work. There are parts of that constitution that needs to be remodified. There are parts of that constitution that needs to be looked at. 16 journalists were arrested total in this last 4 years, President Buhari, including me. Young people are marginalized left to right. Young males all over Port Harcourt prison, many of them armed robbers, the dangerous ones. The militants, very dangerous unto the environment as well. The cultists, the ritualists, name it. And of course the IPOB boys. There's cessation going on left and right. On the 30th, we don't know what's going to happen. There's a sit-at-home order. The government doesn't want them to sit-at-home order. Biafra is part of our history. We can't change that part. It is part of Nigeria's history. It's a horrendous time. And if we had the ICC, people would have been in prison now. But there was no ICC in those days. Let's face it. General Yakubu Gowon is still alive. He knows what happened. Everyone that fought in that war, many of them are still alive, even Obasanjo. But at the end of the day, we're getting to a point where Nigeria is not working. For those of you abroad, watching from abroad, carrying foreign passports, I could do that too. But I choose not to. I'm staying in this country until it works for me. Until it works for me and you. Today is Ajumabi's last day in government. 8 years in Oyo State. I had no job here. I created a blog. I created a niche of my own. And what did I get? I got arrested. What did I get? I was doing my job, minding my business. A blogger writes about me, says I carry guns in the house. I'm threatening bloggers for stealing my picture. Has a picture of me carrying guns. Linda Ikeji ruined my business. I lost a deal. Come on, guys. Don't call me the victim all the time. I don't see myself as the victim all the time because I am the victim all the time. Iyabojo didn't like Vivian Mechi. Didn't like the fact that Suleiman gave Vivian Mechi a car. Mechi was harassed. She returned the car. And what happened next? She got pissed off, wrote a letter. Fake letter. Sent it to a journalist. Switched the name of the pastor to Ibiyomi. Ruined somebody's life. And then I'm going through trauma now. And then I'm telling her, don't enter Ibadan because it's for her own safety, because I have vicious fans here. Fans that I can't even control. And they're telling me I'm threatening her. I'm not threatening her. I know what this country is about, and you know what this country is about too. Davido went out there making threats on Oyetola. I warned him not to make threats on a sitting governor. I know what this country is about. Remember, at the end of the day, I am the daughter of a high-ranking politician. I know what's going on in this government. It cannot continue anymore, President Buhari. We have ideas. Give us power. You have power, you have no ideas. We want to change this country. A school of Yahoo sealed today. There is no such thing, President Buhari. It's an attempt by our government to marginalize more youth. It could well be a man who was teaching all these young people how to make money online. But now it's a Yahoo school. I do it. I was featured in the Punch. How to make money online, how to tweet, how to make money on YouTube, how to make money on Twitter. I sold a podcast for 10,000 naira. Years later, I sold it for 5,000 naira. Even though I'm not selling it right now, I'm probably going to bring it out so I can raise money for my medical care. By the end of the day, we cannot continue to say people helping young people are fraudulent. And if I have an office that can take 40 people and I want to teach them how to blog, how to make money on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube monetization, you're going to have the EFCC rush my seminar and say I'm teaching how to do Yahoo fraud. Let's face it, there is no evidence against all these cases that we're seeing. In 48 hours, Naira Marley, a young musician, because he engaged a stupid girl, another musician, Simi, in a conversation. Rugged Man gets involved. Everybody advising him. They're doing the same thing that this poor guy was probably arrested for. Eating from the government or doing fraud or laundering money for politicians. A lot of you do it. Face the facts. I'm an investigative journalist. Yes, I retired because of what? I retired because I'm tired. In my inbox every day. Problems. Help me. This one, that one. I'm nobody's activist. Activate for yourself, Nigeria. Start fighting for yourself. If you want to join my fight, join my fight. June 12th, every year, I created the word Chemocracy. Democracy with my name in front of it. Kemi. Chemocracy. June 12th, everybody in Ibadan meets me at the club during the day. And we have a seminar. We talk about the next thing for Nigeria. I've been doing it since 2012. 7 years, nothing. The same leader when I'm 19, 50, and then 55. And you guys sit down there and you can't talk? President Buhari, this next level is about the youth. We cannot continue to marginalize and use them for our own gain. We have to change things. Mr. Tinubu, you're the chairman of the party. It's time APC wakes up to what's happening in Nigeria. Every stakeholder is every Nigerian. It's the worst word in history. Stakeholder. We are all stakeholders in this country. We're all Nigerians. We all own this country. We own this country together. Today, May 28th, 2019. Listen to me. A democracy. We don't want anybody to take over our country when it comes to military. We don't want a dictatorship, but we're living it. Look at what's happening in Sudan. We can't go back. Nigeria has to move forward. UK, US, Canada, every country that feels they invest in our oil, but not invest in our youth. Do something. Chevron gave us $100 billion back for gas. Mrs. Theresa May gave us money for fintech. Angela Merkel gave us money. Macron gave us money. Where is all that money? For our young people not to come and live in their country. But our young people are going in the waters, the heavy seas, through Libya to Europe. It's time we change Nigeria. This is my message from May 29th, 2019. Please share. I'm Kemi Olunloyo on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Thank you.